Somebody emails you a PDF, you need to change one line in it, and suddenly a box appears asking you for $20 a month, forever, to edit a document you already own. That is the whole problem with this category. So I ranked the 10 PDF editors actually worth paying for right now, counting down from number 10. Number 1 is not the cheapest thing on this list. It is also not the one carrying my affiliate link. I'll explain both when we get there. Quick definition first, because half the confusion here comes from one word. A PDF reader lets you look at a document and maybe scribble on it. A PDF editor changes what is inside the file, the actual text, the images, the pages, the form fields, the signature. That second thing is what costs money, and that is what we are ranking. For each one, you'll get what it really costs at the time of recording and what people report once the trial ends and the bill arrives. Then what it does, and where it genuinely differs from the one above it. I have not run all 10 of these myself. What I did instead was read every current pricing page and go looking for the complaints filed against each product, including the ones I earn a commission on. That is the part the roundup articles skip. Number 10. PDFgear. PDFgear is free, not trial free, not watermark free until you save. Free, with real editing, OCR and an AI chat built in. It is also the tool recommended by the single biggest video in this entire search, which is why it has to be on the list. Here is the part that video does not cover. In June last year, a post on the software subreddit accused PDFgear of behaving like spyware, and it picked up over 600 upvotes. A follow-up post claimed the installer injects into trusted Windows processes and registers system-wide keyboard and clipboard hooks. PDFgear published a formal public response denying all of it, explaining why its servers handle compression and conversion. So this is a dispute, not a verdict, and I am not going to pretend I can settle it for you. But unresolved is still information. Say the documents you edit carry a client's name, a salary, or a signature. An open question about what the software is doing is reason enough to spend money instead. That's the trade. Number 9. Smallpdf. Smallpdf runs entirely in your browser. Nothing to install, nothing to update, and it behaves identically on Windows, a Mac, and a school Chromebook. Merge, compress, convert, sign, light editing. The structural catch matters more than the price. Your document leaves your machine and gets processed on somebody else's computer. For a flyer, who cares? For a signed contract, that is a decision you should make on purpose rather than by accident. So if you need a PDF fixed twice a year on a laptop you don't control, start here and stop reading. Number 8. PDF-Expert. This one is genuinely excellent and most of you cannot use it. PDF-Expert runs on Mac, iPad and iPhone only. There is no Windows version, and Riaddle says so flatly in their own help center. They are not currently planning to build one. On Apple hardware, it is the one people miss when they leave. There's a thread on the Mac subreddit from somebody who switched to Windows. Nothing over here comes close, they said. And it's the one thing that might drag them back. It runs about $80 a year with a one-time purchase option on the Mac side and an education discount on their own pricing page. If you want it, the link is in the description and it is an affiliate link. Now the honest half. On Trustpilot in December, a buyer with a permanent license reported the app simply stopped working after an update, with no way to download the older version. Another user this May could not reactivate their license code after a reinstall. Great software, patchy licensing. So if you live on Apple hardware, this is your pick. If there's a Windows machine anywhere in your workflow, it is disqualified before we start. Number 7. EaseUS PDF Editor. EaseUS is on this list for one reason, and it's a good one. $80 once, forever. There is also a monthly and an annual option, but the lifetime license is the whole pitch. I want to be straight about what you're buying. PC World's own read is that the feature set here is standard fare for the category, and what makes it stand out is the price. It is not winning on capability. The complaints need context too. Across Trustpilot and Reddit, the recurring theme with this company is refunds. requests refused, support emails unanswered, and in one case the payment processor itself asking EaseUS to respond. Most of those attached to their data recovery products rather than the PDF editor, so weigh it accordingly, but the pattern is the companies, not one products. So if you want to pay once and never think about it again, this is the cheapest honest way to do that. Number 6. PDF-XChange Editor. Windows only and about $60 for a license you keep. PC Magazine calls it a top bargain specifically because it matches the feature sets of far more expensive tools. Look at what that does over time. 3 years of Acrobat Pro is roughly $720. 3 years of Foxit land somewhere between $390 and $480. PDF-XChange is $62 total and then it stops. One warning straight from the vendor, they do not offer refunds once a license key has been issued, which is exactly why the free version exists. Test it first, then buy. Number 5. UPDF. UPDF is the same idea as the last two, done across every platform at once. $80 one time or $50 a year, and that single license covers Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. OCR handles 38 languages. The arithmetic is the argument. One $80 payment beats a recurring subscription inside the first year, and after that the gap just widens. 2 real user notes before you buy. One reviewer needed 5 emails to get a response and points out there's no phone support at all. And the AI features are an upsell at checkout, so decide whether you want them before you're standing at the till, not after. Number 4. Nitro PDF Pro. Nitro is $15 a month or $180 a year. PC World reckons it goes toe-to-toe with Acrobat Pro for about $60 a year less. PC Magazine singles out the interface as the efficient one in this field, but the reason to choose Nitro specifically is signatures. It pairs the editor with Nitro Sign, so a contract goes out for signing and comes back without ever leaving the tool. If your documents get passed around and signed by other people, that workflow is the product. If they don't, you're paying a team price for a solo job. Users on Capterra also report conversion failures on table-heavy files, so test yours early. Number 3. Wondershare PDFelement. This is the most capability per dollar in the entire list, roughly a third of what Adobe charges, with multi-model AI built in, and the effective monthly cost lands around $9. The strong part is the OCR, and I trust that one because the praise is specific rather than general. A reviewer on G2 in February describes feeding it badly scanned PDFs and getting perfect searchable text every single time. That alone, they said, was worth the price. Independent testing puts its accuracy above 95%. Now the part their marketing page will not tell you. On Trustpilot in July, a user describes an AI support bot repeating the same canned reply with no human agents available. Their emails to customer service went unanswered for 6 weeks. TechRadar looked at the multi-year subscription tiers back in 2024 and used the phrase price gouging. There's no Linux version, the AI tools aren't in every plan, and upgrading a lifetime license costs extra. So if you're digitizing scanned paper on a budget, this is the one. If you expect a human being when something breaks, adjust your expectations first. Number 2. Foxit PDF Editor. Foxit has been the credible alternative to Adobe for over a decade, and it earns that. Around $11 a month gets you roughly 90% of what Acrobat Pro does. It even includes 20 AI credits a month on the base plan, where Adobe charges you extra for the same thing. The software is not the problem. Sysadmins on Reddit describe multi-year rollouts with no user complaints and pretty much everything Adobe offers. The company is the problem. An aggregate of over 4,000 reviews this June found one complaint more consistent than any other: slow or unresponsive support, especially on licensing and activation. A Trustpilot review from 2 weeks ago describes support as slow, contradictory, and ultimately uninterested, with a refund granted only after being refused several times. So if you're technical enough that you'll never need to call them, Foxit is the smartest money on this list. If you're not, that $11 has a hidden cost attached. Which brings us to number 1, Adobe Acrobat Pro. I want to be clear about something before I say why. Adobe does not pay me anything. There's no affiliate link for it in that description, and it's still finished first, because that is where the evidence put it. PC World, ZDNet, TechRadar, and PC Magazine all test these things for a living, and all 4 of them currently name Acrobat as their top pick. That is not a coincidence, and it is not brand loyalty. It leads on OCR accuracy, on AI document analysis, and on redaction. Redaction is the one that actually matters. Proper redaction removes the text from the file. Every cheaper tool that draws a black rectangle over a name has just published that name to anyone who selects and copies it. If you handle anything legal, medical, or contractual, that single feature is the argument. It costs $13 to $30 a month and about $720 over 3 years. And here's the thing you need to know before you click buy. That annual plan is an annual commitment billed monthly, and leaving early triggers a termination charge. Adobe's own terms give you a full refund only within 14 days of your first order. People renew, assume that window resets, and find out it doesn't. The Adobe subreddit is full of people who got the fee waived by arguing with chat support. There's even a widely shared trick of switching plans before you cancel. Software you have to outsmart to leave is not a great sign. So there it is. Adobe Acrobat Pro is still the best PDF editor you can buy, and the thing standing between you and it is the contract, not the software. Most people don't need courtroom-grade redaction. If that's you, PDFelement at number 3 does the same daily work for 1/3 of the money, and it handles scanned paper better than it has any right to. That's the one I'd point you at, and its affiliate link is in the description along with the others. Now I'm curious which one surprised you most. Drop it in the comments.